One of Austin's best-known streets may be in for a name change. That's because an amateur historian has turned up evidence that the current name is misspelled. And as KXAN's Jim Swift tells us, that spelling error is just the beginning of what's wrong with the name.
Primero,
Ya.
Su español es perfecto, ¿no?
Pues no es perfecto, pero
Muy bien, muy bueno, muy bueno.
Lo más bueno que puedo. Sí.
Okay. Growing up in South Texas, retired State District Judge Bob Perkins spoke Spanish long before he learned to speak English. So, when he got to Austin, he was puzzled by a street in South Austin named Manchac Road.
I was going out with my first wife. She and I were going out together, and we were driving along and passed this road one time, and I said, What is that? You know, I've never heard of any name like that. And she said, oh, that's the way they say Menchaca around here.
Perkins' subsequent research turned up evidence. The road was named for Jose Antonio Menchaca, a colonel in the Texas Army, a hero of the Battle of San Jacinto, and a veteran of battles with Indians in the Young Republic. But as time rolled by, Anglo settlers replaced the E in the first syllable of Menchaca's name with an A, and often dropped the last syllable altogether. So Menchaca became Manchaca, and finally just Manchac. That applied not just to the street, but to the small community of Manchac just south of town.
What I'm doing is to try to get the city of Austin to spell correctly Menchaca Road and put that E in there instead of that first A.
Now, there is precedent for this sort of thing. Here in what is now North Austin, there used to be a cotton gin owned by an old boy named Peyton. In time, city folks decided to name a street after him, but they misspelled his name, P-E-Y-T-O-N. In 1996, the family, after suffering for 30 years, decided to ask the council for an ordinance correcting the mistake. Council members obliged, and now, up and down the road, the name on the signs is spelled properly, P-A-Y-T-O-N.
It's not right that a guy would put himself on the line for us and have his name spelled wrong. I mean, it's supposed to be an honor for the guy. Well, if you honor him, don't you have to at least spell his name right?
Perkins has a theory that if we do correct the name spelling on the street signs, people will, over time, begin to pronounce it properly as well. Kind of like we've done with Guadalupe Street, San Marcos, and the Pedernales River. Well, he did say it was just a theory. Reporting along Menchaca Road in South Austin, Jim Swift, KXAN News.
That's great.
Some are really difficult. I remember first moving here, they gave me a list of all these names to remember. They're hard.
I just, if somebody says it's pronounced differently, like I thought it was Menchaca, and they're like, no, it's Manchac, and I was like, I'm just not going to say that.
Just don't say it. Well, sometimes